You're watching Nappicast by Jason Nappy Weather. It's like a blizzard up in the county. Yeah, a lot of blowing snow, 6 to 12 inches more snow coming. We'll get into the forecast in just a second. But first, a thank you to our sponsor, Eve's Garden. Freeze-dried everything. Maine's only nonprofit freeze-dried organization with all proceeds invested to fight food insecurity across Maine. Feel good about food for good. Thank you for being our sponsor today. And yes, big time snow going on right now up in the county. That's going to continue into the day, and into really tonight. So be prepared for that. A lot in the way of snow blowing around. It's going to be a very windy day. That blowing snow creating whiteout conditions. And here is the radar right now. You see all that snow going up from basically just north of Calais, heading up Route 1 into Caribou, into Holton, into Presque Isle. It's like a mini nor'easter, okay? So on the northwest side, the atmosphere has become less stable, okay? You've got a tremendous amount of lift in the atmosphere, so there is the snow coming down. In Canada, it's changing over to snow across the border, but it's all snow in Maine. Some lighter snow showers just kind of scraping the down east coastline right now, and the sky is cleared in a place like Eastport. Let's look at temperatures where it's much colder than yesterday. No more 60s or anything close to 60, and even in southern Maine, it's in the 20s pretty much almost the entire state. 30 right now, right over towards Caribou, Holton, but really it's going to stay at that and then drop. The temperature will drop. Look at this whiteout condition on the camera in Caribou. So it's full-on snow there, a lot of blowing around. Visibility is down to probably almost zero. Very dangerous for driving. In Eastport, there's where the little clearing going on, but looking northwest, you can see where that snow is happening just northwest of Eastport, and it's like a different world in Sanford. I mean, the sun is out, it's windy, but there are hardly any clouds right now. That is how much different it is between northern Maine and southern Maine right now in the forecast, okay? So big time changes going on, and now let's take a look at the wind. I want to show you the wind and what's going to be happening into the next several hours. So that wind really cranks up today, more than 50 mile per hour gust winds out of the west instead of the south. So it's a much colder wind coming through. You're seeing that here. The wind will be gusty. There will be some power outages with this. And temperatures too. Temperatures much colder, in the 20s today. No more 50s or close to 60. No more 40s in northern Maine. We are dipping down and getting a lot colder the next few hours into tonight. So yes, Old Man Winter is back into the picture, right? So there we go. Old Man Winter's here to stay for a little bit towards the weekend. Let's take a look now and thank you to our sponsor for the love of food and drink at O'Hara's Kennebunk Morning Walk Lane. Soup, salads, sandwiches, treats, and meals to go. Thursday to Sunday, 10 to 4. Thank you for being our sponsor today. Now into the forecast here, and I'm going to show you things where the wind is created by a difference in the pressure. So all these tightly packed isobars, okay, these lines of equal pressure, those are all packed. As that storm heads north into Canada, it's going to mean that we get wind all the way through the weekend. So there will be some scattered power outages. Snow continues north and east all day. Wind into the weekend, yes. And we're warming up next week. So we're only a few days away from a spring preview. Here is a look at the snow map. Just updated this. Up in the county, 6 to 12 inches of additional snow. This is a big time kind of a March wind and snow event for them with whiteout conditions. 3 to 6 less of that Katahdin region. You get farther away from the storm. And then 1 to 3, at most 1 to 3 down towards Machias, Eastport, where you're going to be missing out on the bulk of this precip, okay? So the precip heads north and east, so you're missing out on a lot of it there. And certainly in southern Maine where it's sunny, you're getting no snow there. Here's the forecast today. It's windy, snow north and east, sun to the south, west-northwest, gusting to 50 plus. The mountains at 23, the coast getting up to 39 later today with the sunshine. Typical high 38. It'll be a little bit colder for the down east coastline, but you get the idea here. Clearly a much colder day, much more typical of early March for us. Tonight, sunset 5:35, west wind gusts into 40 plus. The wind does relax a little, but not great for sleeping weather. Still have snow north and east. Temperatures are going to go below freezing. And a gale warning is up for the mariners as we get into today and tonight, but with those seas still at 8 feet down east because of the proximity to that storm and how windy it's going to be. Here's the forecast the next 10 days in the mountains. Today it's snow showers, tomorrow cloudy, windy. We spring forward Sunday with snow showers again on Monday, pretty light. And then next week we're getting above freezing in the mountains during the day. So a tough time to make snow next week unless it's overnight in the mountains. And clearly temperatures there, a little bit of a spring preview. 50 degrees Tuesday inland, rain and snow showers on Monday though, and a light mix on Thursday. But this is subject to change. There's a very active and busy weather highway, so I'm going to be tweaking things, updating things throughout the afternoon on the new 10-day forecast coming out. But at the coast, I can tell you it will warm up as we spring forward Sunday. We get a later sunset, and next week we are at 50 degrees at the coastline on Tuesday. So not quite as warm as it just was, but it will definitely be on the warmer side into the forecast there. I can promise you that. Thank you for watching. Jason Nappy Weather at Nappicast.com. We have a great rest of your day. Update coming in the afternoon.